Let's prepare on the shear stress distribution in beams. So in this chapter we are going to see about the shear stress. So there is a direct formula for finding the shear stress of any element. So which is equal to F into A y bar by IB. So what does this F means? It is the shear force that is experienced by the body. A is the area of that moment. See what area you should take means the area above the neutral axis only you should take, because if you are finding the shear stress at the neutral axis means you should do that. Okay, so you can find the shear stress at any point also. So if you are taking, for example, I am telling, if you are taking the shear stress at the neutral axis means the area should be above that point only. See, for a triangle, for a rectangle, you should take B into D by 2, not D. Okay, and then y bar is nothing but again the distance from the extreme fiber to the neutral axis. That only should be your y bar. So it should be also D by 2 like that in the case of rectangle. And what does I means? It is the moment of inertia. This moment of inertia also should be the section above the neutral axis if you are considering. And normally for rectangle it is B d cube by 12, no, but here instead of that D you should substitute D by 2 here, because we are considering above the neutral axis only, and B is the width of that section. So everything is, the formula is simple only, but the values you are applying should be with reference to the point where you are finding the shear stress. So the formula is force into the area into y bar by I into B. Okay, this is the maximum shear stress formula. So now we can see the average shear stress. Average shear stress we know already, know it's just the shear force by area. So that's a simple thing. So for rectangle, if you consider, it is F by BD. So that is the simple thing. So now we want to study the ratio between this maximum shear stress and the average shear stress. Okay, so I will tell you why this is important to study this, because in the questions if they are asking means that is a triangle or rectangular section would be given, and if they are asking the tau max value means then you go for this formula, that is FA y bar. No, so it takes more time for you to find the value, but when you know the ratio of this you can directly do this. Okay, so that I will tell you with an example at the end of this lecture. So now let us study the ratio of this value alone. So first, for a rectangular section they have taken. So for a rectangular section, here the shear stress will be varying like this. Okay, so it will be maximum at the center part and it will be minimum at the extreme fibers. Okay, so this is in the case of rectangle, and the tau max will be equal to 3 by 2 of tau average. So the ratio is 3 by 2. Okay, so as I told already, tau average is nothing but the force by area, so that you keep in mind. And if you substitute the values for this tau max and tau average means you will get this ratio. So you can check for all these diagrams, but here I have directly given the value. Okay, and then the second thing is the circular section. So for circular section, the shear stress diagram will be like this. So it will be maximum in the neutral axis. So this is an important point. So I have written in the bottom, no, the maximum value where it occurs. So this also they will be asking in the questions. For rectangular also it occurs in the neutral axis only. For circular also it occurs in the neutral axis only. So the ratio here is 4 by 3. The next is the triangular section. So here also the shear stress diagram will be similar to the circular section, but the difference is what means here it occurs in the h by 2, not in the neutral axis. Okay, actually for a triangular section the neutral axis is h by 3 only, no, but here the maximum shear stress will be occurring in h by 2 only. So here, and at a neutral axis it's less than that value only. The ratio is 3 by 2 at the point h by 2 value, and the ratio is 4 by 3 at the point of neutral axis. So you can remember like this. That is rectangular, circular, then triangle, like this order you first remember, and then the value 3 by 2, 4 by 3, and again 3 by 2, 4 by 3. The same thing will be coming for the triangular section. And the last one is a diamond shape. So for diamond shape, the structure that is the shear stress shape will be of B like structure. So here this is your D value. So this is D by 2, no. So out of that D by 2 only, this value of the greater neutral axis is given, that is 3 by 8 times the d from the top. So at that point only you'll be having the maximum shear stress value, as it is a B shape like this, no. So this point only you will be getting the value higher. So it is 3 by 8 times the d. If you are taking from the neutral axis, like this means it is 1 by 8 times the d. So that is the value given. That only I have written here also. 3 by 8d and 1 by 8d from the neutral axis. Here the tau max by tau average value will be 9 by 8. So these are all the values you should keep in mind. And here are some diagrams representing the shear stress diagram for the various sections. So these also they will be asking in the objective questions. They will be giving the section and they will be giving the shear stress diagram, and out of this which is correct and out of this which is wrong, like that they will be asking. So for I section it is like this, and the maximum neutral axis and the maximum shear stress is along the neutral axis, and for T section it is along the neutral axis, and for hollow square or hollow rectangular also it is along the neutral axis, and for H-lag structure it will be maximum above the neutral axis, not at the neutral axis. It will be maximum at this point. Okay, so these are the diagrams you should keep in mind. So here I have given an example. Here a triangular beam with base B, altitude h is subjected to a shear force F. Find the shear stress at the neutral axis. So if we are directly finding the shear stress, that is the maximum shear stress they have asked, means you should do F into area B. For a triangular it is somewhat difficult because it's a neutral axis, then you have to take the depth in the neutral axis, the width in the neutral axis, so everything will be difficult to find the area, y bar. Then in I also again you should substitute that value, so it will be difficult for you. So rather than doing that, we can directly go with the ratio value, which will be easier for us. Okay, so I am telling you that for a triangular beam at the neutral axis, the ratio is 4 by 3. So we have studied that already. So tau max divided by tau average will be equal to 4 by 3. So that only I have written here like this. So 4 by 3 into tau average. Tau average is nothing but it is force by area only. So we can directly write force by area of the triangular section is 1/2 BH. So you can write it directly. So when you are multiplying it, you will get 8F by 3 BH. So the option C will be your right answer. Thank you and keep watching for the next lecture on torsion.